Christ in you, the mystery of the mind of Christ in you. Creation by mere thought. Submitting every elevated thought to the Lordship of Christ, the mind of Christ in you. Making the connection. For those of you who have viewed the mind of Christ in you series, the heart and the subconscious mind series, ongoing series that have unfolded this from one degree of glory to another degree of glory, from face to face, constantly unfolding. CUP, continue unfolding progressive will of God, that you live out of the mind of Christ in you. The how, H-O-W, His own way, and not your own mind. This mind of Christ in you overrides our mind, M-I-N-D, my initial in negative decisions, overridden, thus creates by mere thought, or causes his reactions instant solution, his thoughts. Christ, C-H-R-I-S-T, Christ, his reactions, instant solution of a thought that overrides my initial negative decisions. H-O-W, living words given to me. And his breaking down, H-O-W, his own way. It's not you. It's coming out of this treasure that's hidden in the mind of Christ in you, that the ecstasy will be of God, not you, is not your subconscious laden powers. It's a surrender of your soul, conscious to the subconscious mind, surrender to the mind of Christ in you. It's hidden in this husk of a shell, the seed in the shell. Lets that seed fall on the ground and die every time you have allowed this seed to fall on the ground and die. That's a seed. Unless the seed fall on the ground and die, they will abide alone. This husk that makes up what's called the outer flesh that surrounds the mind of Christ in you. This outer husk of flesh constitutes your particular race, your culture, your secular and religious opinions, and that of gender and its opinion of male or female. Let this fall upon this rock of Christ and what he's done for us, and it will be broken. But for those of the secular and religious mind that don't do this, that rock will fall upon you and scatter your mind like dust. He that falls upon the rock shall be broken, but upon him this rock will fall, he will be scattered like dust. You'll lose that mind. He that seeks to save this outer husk of race, culture, secular, religious opinion, and of gender, Christ in you will profit you nothing. What I've been sharing with you came to me this morning. Sitting here with my cup of coffee, and I began to jot it down, and making the connection. God, you hear this announced. They have a form of it, but they deny the power of it because they do not allow this outer husk of race, culture, creeds, second religious creeds, a male, female's opinion to die to a process over time. Allow this seed with this outer husk to fall on the ground and die. You'll end up biting it, and what God has accomplished for you will profit you nothing. Paul understood this. And it took 14 years for the seed to break. It took Moses 40. And for some of us, this may take a longer time. Depends on you how involved into this race, cultures, secular religious opinions, and you're overriding with your malish or feminist ideas. If you can let that go, and you will fight this. Imagine a seed fighting, you throw on the ground and it fights you. It doesn't want to grow. It doesn't want to break. Think of this in the light of Cain. And thou art cursed from the earth, which hath opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood by thy hand. When thou tillest the earth, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. A fusion of vagabond shall thou be in the earth. The curse of Cain, gone in the way of Cain. Make the connection. If you allow this to happen, what's in that seed can't be compared to the outer husk of what you think you have accomplished. You've done nothing more than paint the outside of the seed, whereas I brought out another video about a caterpillar in a cocoon, and you paint the cocoon, the outside of the cup. Romans chapter 12, stop putting on an expression outwardly of that which you are not inside. That verse can work two ways. First is you have to get rid of this inward crap and junk in the subconscious basement to which you've been living to, this strong man in you of race, cultures, and second religious opinion, male and female opinions that made up who you thought you were. You'll lose who you truly are. You were shaped in this world. You were born cut off from God. You were shaped in the iniquity of your parents and make up this outer husk. And you got to let mother, father, brother says, yeah, your own beliefs go. And he does that to a process, to the trials and tribulations of your life. And that's why you can understand when Paul discovered it, he rejoiced in these tribulations. And he persevered on those tribulations. And in that tribulation, over years, he began to gain the experience needed to manifest this Christ in him, the mind of Christ in him. And he's trying to get others to see it. And he's begging you to allow this to happen. I beseech you, brethren, by the aforementioned mercies of God, that you present your bodies. Let this seed fall on the ground, die. This embodiment of death that he called it. And discover the inward true self of Christ in you. The mind of Christ in you. Your true self hidden in your human spirit, quickened. And once that seed falls into the ground to some degree, it begins to cry, Abba, Father. Paul is begging, Paul is screaming in Romans chapter 12, do not be conformed to this world, but be ye transformed, metamorphosed from one degree of glory to another degree of glory, from faith to faith, manifesting the inward truth of the mind of Christ in you, this treasure that's hidden in earthen vessel, that the excellency be of God. If you seek to save this outer house, Christ in you, the mind of Christ, and you, who you truly are, will not profit you at all.